Imagine a world where inner peace is not an illusion, but a tangible reality, a state of being that each of us can achieve. Krishna, one of the most revered deities in the Hindu tradition, offers us a clear and accessible path to walk this spiritual journey. I am not here to sell an empty idea or make illusory promises. I want to share with you the profound knowledge contained in Krishna's teachings, primarily found in the Bhagavad Gita, one of the oldest and most respected texts of humanity. The Bhagavad Gita is a dialogue between Prince Arjuna and Krishna, who acts as his guide and spiritual mentor during the Battle of Kurukshetra. The grandeur of this text lies not only in the philosophy it professes, but in the practical way Krishna teaches us to integrate these principles into our daily lives. Throughout this lecture, we will explore these teachings and learn to apply them to achieve inner peace. Krishna teaches that true peace begins within ourselves. We live in a world full of distractions, obligations, and conflicts that often take us away from our center. Krishna's first lesson is detachment, which does not mean renouncing everything or living in isolation, but rather performing our actions without being attached to their outcomes. This is the concept of karma yoga, the path of selfless action. Arjuna, on the battlefield, is tormented by doubt and fear, questioning the justice of the war and his role in it. Krishna advises Arjuna to fulfill his duty, dharma, as a warrior, but without attachment to the fruits of his actions. Detachment frees us from the suffering that arises from expectation and disappointment. It allows us to act more effectively and with a calmer spirit. Think about it. How many times have you felt frustrated or depressed because things did not go as planned? Learning to detach and focus on the right action, regardless of the outcome, is a crucial step to achieving inner peace. Another central point is the control over the mind and senses. Krishna teaches us that an undisciplined mind is our greatest enemy. It takes us away from the present moment and throws us into a whirlwind of desires and fears. To find inner peace, we need to learn to master our thoughts and calm our minds. Practicing meditation is one of the most effective methods to achieve this. Meditation helps us observe our thoughts without identifying with them, creating a space of inner tranquility. When you meditate, you discover that your mind can be an obedient servant rather than a tyrannical master. Now let's talk about the concept of renunciation. Krishna does not propose that we abandon our responsibilities, but that we renounce the ego and the desire for absolute control. He explains that everything in this world is temporary and constantly changing. Our peace should not depend on external circumstances or fleeting achievements, but on a deeper understanding of our true nature. This transcendental essence is immutable and eternal. When we understand that we are more than our bodies, thoughts, and emotions, we find a peace that cannot be shaken by life's adversities. Throughout this lecture, you will notice that Krishna speaks to Arjuna in a compassionate and patient manner, leading him to a higher understanding of life and being. This relationship is a model for us. We must be masters of our journey, but also humble students, always open to learning and transformation. Another vital teaching that Krishna gives us is the acceptance of life's dualism. Human existence is full of dualities: pleasure and pain, success and failure, love and hate. Krishna teaches us to accept these polarities with equanimity. He challenges us to maintain serenity amid the inevitable oscillations of existence. This equanimity is the result of a disciplined mind and a broader view of reality. When we accept that life is full of ups and downs, we stop fighting against the current and learn to flow with it. The practice of bhakti yoga, or loving devotion, is also fundamental in Krishna's teachings. He invites us to develop a personal and intimate relationship with the divine, which can be expressed through love and surrender. This practice helps us cultivate an open and compassionate heart, which is essential for inner peace. When we dedicate our actions and thoughts to the divine, we transcend our limited ego and connect with a greater force that sustains and guides us. Krishna also teaches us about the importance of self-control. He tells Arjuna that the mind is like a wild horse that needs to be tamed for us to drive our life chariot harmoniously. Self-control is not a denial or repression of desires, but a deeper understanding of our true needs. When we manage to control our impulses and desires, we find peace and satisfaction that cannot be bought or obtained externally. Furthermore, Krishna speaks to us about the importance of selfless service. Serving others without expecting anything in return is a powerful path to inner peace. When we put the well-being of others above our own, we transcend our selfishness and connect with the great web of life. This altruistic service provides us with a sense of purpose and connection that is deeply satisfying. An often overlooked aspect of Krishna's teachings is the acceptance of what is. He advises us to accept reality as it is, without resisting or fighting against it. This does not mean resignation or passivity, but an active acceptance that allows us to act more effectively in the world. When we accept reality, we stop wasting energy on useless struggles and find peace and clarity to act proactively. Now let's talk about how to apply these teachings in daily life. Listening to and understanding these principles is just the first step. True transformation occurs when we start living them in our daily lives. Start your day with a meditation practice to calm your mind and center your energies. Practice detachment in your daily interactions, focusing on the right action and not on the results. Develop a relationship of devotion and service to the divine, seeing each of your actions as a sacred offering. By adopting these principles, you will not only find inner peace, but also transform your life in a meaningful and lasting way. Krishna teaches us that peace is not something we find outside, but something we cultivate within ourselves. With practice, patience, and perseverance, each of us can find this peace and live a fuller and more harmonious life. I want to deeply thank you for accompanying me on this journey through Krishna's teachings. May each of us apply these principles in our lives and find the inner peace we so seek. Below, please share your reflections and experiences with these teachings. Your journey is the journey of all of us, and together we can learn and grow. Thank you very much for your attention and dedication.